John Beltran back at Mountain View High School in Loveland, getting ready for the boys' game after the Mustang girls lost 50-21. Briggs Wheatley, Fernando Marquez, Jackson Langford, Wesley Carnes, and Jesse Campa, the starting five for the 6-5 Fort Morgan Mustangs, who were 2-0 last week but did not play well at all, beating lowly Northridge by 13, holding off a winless Bertha team at home, winning by a count of 56-50. Christian Solis in the starting lineup, along with Alex Herr and a fellow senior, averaging 24 points a game. Zach Reckheimer, the third leading scorer, along with guard Noah Torres, a very late veteran squad. And Brevin Branscombe, they start 7 seniors on the squad. The Mustangs only have 3, and one of them is a starter in Jackson Langford. Tony Barnett, the head coach of Mountain View. Andy Schoen, the head coach of the Mustangs. They're 6-5 going in. Mountain View has won 4 straight, and they are 8-3. The opening tip tonight is brought to you by High Plains Bank, your friendly local community bank serving Wiggins and all the surrounding areas. Find out more at highplainsbank.com. Reckheimer, jumping center for Mountain View, and Jackson Langford for the Mustangs, controlled by Mountain View. Here comes Christian Solis on the outside right to Torres. Back to the left is Eric Anaya. That should be, is her not in the game right here? Into the lane on the right baseline, penetrating is going to be Torres. Kicks it back out to Reckheimer. Reckheimer at the free throw line. I thought that was going to be her. That's Anaya missing the three-pointer straight away. And Jackson Langford has the Mustang rebound. Mustangs want to run. Marquez, left baseline all the way. Jump pass is intercepted. Can't start that if you're the Mustangs with a turnover on the opening possession. On the right baseline, 15-footers up, and that is short. And going for the rebound is Marquez. It was missed over there by Zach Reckheimer. Coming away with a basketball. Marquez, Carnes, right wing 3. Back rim, no, and the ball is out of bounds. And the basketball goes over to Mountain View. We have played 1 minute. Neither team has scored. Yeah, Herr's averaging 24, but he's not in there. On the outside left, Anaya. Straight away now, back on the high right is Noah Torres. On the right baseline to Anaya. Kicks it back out right side to Branscombe. They swing it back to the left. Here is Christian Solis. Moving the ball well is Anaya. Back in the right corner is dribbling Zach Reckheimer, spinning and shooting and missing against Campa. And the rebound is controlled by Marquez, as second out of the pack, dribbling in the high right against Anaya. Penetrates right baseline all the way. Defender in the air, banks and he misses, but a foul. Anaya commits the foul for Mountain View. And to the line is Fernando Marquez, the leading scorer on this Mustang team, a junior. He spins, he shoots, and connects. The Mustangs have not been a good free throw shooting team this year. They've been in the upper 50s and lower 60s much of the season percentage-wise. Second free throw is up and in. They've got to go close to 80% tonight to have a shot against this team that is 8-3. Into the front court is Solis. Now to Anaya, stepping in, back to Solis. Jump pass in the left corner to Anaya. Picked up by Briggs Wheatley. The Mustangs are in a man-to-man defense. On the high right, Solis dribbling right baseline against Marquez. Jump pass. Cross court is taken by Torres. Now penetrating left baseline. Down low is Reckheimer. And the ball is stolen by Jackson Langford. That turnover for Mountain View is their first. Bounce pass to Wheatley, right baseline. Tries to swing it down low for Campa. Ball is out of bounds. He threw it away. And the Mustangs have their second turnover. They've got to watch out. That is dangerous territory against a team as solid as this. 5:49 to go in the opening quarter. Fort Morgan 2, Mountain View nothing. Solis straight away. Between his legs against Marquez. Right of the lane. Hooks it up and in off the glass. Falling away. That's a heck of a shot there by Christian Solis. And the game is tied at 2. No backcourt pressure being applied. Briggs Wheatley's the point guard on this possession. Wheatley into the lane. Jump pass. Left corner Marquez takes the three. Yes! Fernando's got to stay hot. And the Mustangs with a 5-2 lead. Solis the other way for Mountain View. This is essentially a playoff game for Fort Morgan. They lose this game. I don't see that if they have a shot here to make the playoffs with a loss. They're 37th in the RPI. On the left baseline is Torres into the lane now. Reckhammer, and he throws the ball away. The bounce pass intercepted Wheatley. Now over to Marquez. Lays it up and in off the glass. Wheatley with the assist, and Marquez has 7 points in the first 3 minutes of the game. Fort Morgan 7, Mountain View 2. 4:53 to go in the first. Solis straight away with the basketball. Swings it on the outside left to Torres. Torres well behind the three-point line against Wesley Carnes. Gonna have to kick it back out straight away to Anaya. Anaya against Briggs Wheatley between his legs. Dribbling left to the lane. He leans, he banks it, he misses. Back rim. A nice two-handed rebound for Jackson Langford, his second. Looking for help. Is going to find Campa Langford across midcourt. 4:26 to go in the opening quarter. Langford left to the lane. Down low to Marquez. Reverse layup off the bottom of the backboard. And Anaya has the basketball. And then it's stolen by Wesley Carnes. Turnover number 2 for Mountain View on the right wing to Wheatley. Now right corner. The three for Carnes. Yes! Wesley Carnes with a triple. Timeout! Mountain View and the Mustangs lead 10-2. 4:07 to go in the opening quarter, and this is the way Fort Morgan should have been playing earlier this season. How about last week? They didn't play this well in any stretch against either Northridge or Berthoud, but they're on fire right now. Up 10-2 with 4:07 to go. That's not the mid-quarter mass timeout, by the way. But it gives us a chance to tell you that you can fill up your cooler, gas up your car at Stubbs Gas and Oil. Easy and convenient. Makes them the only stop you need on your way to the big game, Stubbs Gas and Oil. Now Drake Asturi, a senior, is in. Torres still into the game. Yeah, that's the only substitution. Well, Alex Hurd looks like he's out for this game. He's in sweatpants, averaging 24 points. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. That's a big break for the Mustangs. That's why he's not in. There you go. That makes sense. Branscombe on the outside right with the basketball now is Asturi. Back on the high left is Solis, guarded by Marquez. 3:48 to go first quarter. The Mustangs with a 10-2 lead in essentially a playoff game as they're playing for their season. And the shot is in the lane and missed on that runner. Briggs Wheatley commits the foul. Drake Asturi to the line. First free throws for a Mountain View player. Mid-quarter mass timeout, 3:41 to go. Here in the opening quarter, and the Mustangs lead by 8. And as good a start as you can expect. Fort Morgan really only has one quality win this year. That was at home against Frederick. They beat Northridge twice, Niwot once, and Berthoud once, and Roosevelt on the road. But Roosevelt not having a great season. They lost to Roosevelt by 3 in late January, then beat them by 23 nearly a month later. I should say, close to 2.5 weeks later. Campa, Carnes, Langford, Marquez, and Wheatley. No substitutions yet for the Mustangs. And why make them when this unit is playing so well in the early going? And at the line will be Drake Asturi for Mountain View. And the free throw is up and short. Second one is upcoming for Asturi with 3:41 to go in the first quarter. The girls lost tonight to Mountain View 50-21. That's up and that's in. Fort Morgan 10, Mountain View 3. And here comes Javi Carrillo in for the Mountain Lions. Asturi applying the pressure. Wheatley backcourt to Carnes. Carnes is going to dribble midcourt. Dribbles by 2. A 3-on-1. Langford, then he threw it away. Tried to bounce it back to Carnes. And that is Fort Morgan's third turnover. Long pass intended for Reckhammer. Intercepted by Wheatley. And then Carnes throws it off the defender. Christian Solis out of bounds. So the team's trade turnovers both have 3 in the first quarter. Just beyond midcourt, Carnes to throw it in. And here comes Braden Fajardo into the game, replacing Wesley Carnes. So the Mustangs make their first substitution. Fajardo bounces it into Wheatley. Back on the high left, here's Marquez. Now Fajardo left of the lane. Fajardo looking, bounces it to Marquez in the lane, tries to force up a shot. He's fouled as he misses. Yeah, he barely got it out of his hand, but a nice job of Fernando just muscling that shot up, even though it was nowhere close. And Drake Asturi commits the foul for Mountain View. And this junior, Marquez, looking to take over the game here in the early going. The free throw is in. He looks like he's got the touch right now. 8 points. He's outscoring Mountain View. Nick Beltran is in for Jackson Langford. Second free throw is coming up here for Fernando Marquez to make it a 9-point lead for the Mustangs. And that's up, and that one is good. Well, you can't do much better than Fernando is right now. It's a 12-3 lead. 3:13 to go here in the opening quarter. On the outside, right is Reckhammer, Now to Asturi. That jump shot is going to be around and no good. And the ball is loose. It's out of bounds. It's off the Mustangs. And to throw it in will be Christian Solis with 3:01 to go, second quarter. Solis to trigger it in on the outside right. That's a fresh player into the game for Mountain View. That's Corbin Williams. Shot is missed off the side. And then the putback is up, and that one is missed. And Jesse Campa goes for the rebound, and the ball is loose. And it's taken there on a wild exchange by Braden Fajardo. Fajardo across the timeline, gets a pick from Beltran. Right side to Marquez. Pulls up from 8. That's off to the right. And the ball is volleyballed into the hands of Mountain View's Javi Carrillo. And then the ball is thrown away. It's intercepted by Marquez. Marquez behind his back. Left wing to Fajardo. Fajardo towards the left corner. Swings it back out to Marquez. He'll take the three. It's around and good! Fernando is red hot. 15-3, and Marquez just keeps drilling shots. And then Fernando with a strip just beyond midcourt. He's got one to beat. Marquez all the way up and under. Misses, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. It's off of Mountain View. And Marquez to the floor, getting up slowly. But that's Mountain View's fourth turnover, and Beto Martinez will check in for Briggs Wheatley. And Beltran to throw it in. Fernando Marquez taking over the game. 2:04 to go in the opening quarter. Marquez in the right corner from Beltran takes the three, and that's off the back of the rim. And the ball is rebounded in the corner over there by Asturi. He's fouled by Beto Martinez just beyond midcourt. Beto commits his first. And let's see what they're doing here. Just 3 points for Mountain View. That's incredible. To throw it in is Reckhammer. On the outside left here is Christian Solis. Swings it right side. That's Williams in the right corner. Taken by Asturi. Guarded by Wesley Carnes back in the game. Dropped it, picked it back up. Now to Solis in the high right. Between his legs. Dribbles to his right of the lane. Jump pass. Cross court to Williams. Williams against Fajardo. 1:38 to go in the opening quarter. Williams straight away. On the right side, Asturi. Swings it left corner. Dribbling into the lane. Then stripped by Wesley Carnes as Carrillo had the basketball, but then a foul. That foul was committed by Braden Fajardo of Fort Morgan as the ball got loose. That's his first, and then Fajardo is out, and Frank Ortega is in with 90 seconds to go. Here in the opening quarter, Reckhammer to throw it in to Solis. The Mustangs up by 12. Between his legs, he's going to hand it off over there. At the top now to Asturi. Dribbles to his right, into the lane, forces up a shot around and no good, and Beltran went for the basketball. He's fouled over the back by Carrillo. Carrillo went over the back of Beltran, who had position. That might be his second. Nope, just his first. Carnes throws it into Beltran. Left-handed dribble at midcourt to Beto Martinez, and he's fouled. That foul's committed by Asturi. That's going to be his second. And that's already, let's see, that should be, is it 4 or 5 team fouls? With 1:13 to go, 14 fouls. Carnes gets it into Beltran at midcourt with a left-handed dribble. Crosses over on Carrillo. He crosses over into the lane. Beltran kicks it left corner. The three is up, and that's missed by Carnes. and the rebound is controlled by Reckhammer. Mountain View wants to run, long pass, and they try to save it in as it was too long, saved into Fort Morgan. And coming the other way now is Jackson Langford in the left corner for Carnes. Penetrates left baseline. Swings it down low for Martinez. He's loose now to Beltran. Straight away, Ortega. Three is up, and that's off to the right. Rebounded by Christian Solis. He had a wide open look and missed it. Mountain View the other way. Long passes out of bounds intended for Williams. Mountain View has 6 turnovers here in the opening quarter. The Mustangs with 3. 38.1 seconds to go. They might get off the final shot. As Fort Morgan stunning Mountain View and Loveland up 15-3. Here is Wesley Carnes across the timeline. At the top, hands it off to Ortega. Crossover dribble, now to Beltran. Beltran is going to put up a shot that's blocked out of there. And the ball is loose. And there's going to be a foul at midcourt by Beto Martinez. And that'll be the team's 4th foul. As that ball was loose, but Martinez didn't have position. Here comes Mountain View the other way with 19 seconds to go. On the outside right is Reckhammer against Langford. Lob down low for Carrillo against Beltran. Swings it at the top of Sturry. Now to Christian Solis, guarded by Martinez. Crossover dribble. 8 seconds to go. Spinning, turning, shooting, and missing. And Sturry had the rebound, and then the ball is loose, and it's off of Mustang. Frank Ortega with 3.6 seconds to go. Here in the opening quarter. What a quarter for Fort Morgan. Sturry to throw it in. Got to play some defense now. The lob is going to be tipped by Ortega. Taken by Solis. Long three is banked in. Oh, man, that was lucky. Solis banks it in at the buzzer. And that's going to give Mountain View some momentum going into the second quarter. He just threw up a prayer, and it went down. We played 1 quarter in Loveland. It is Fort Morgan 15, Mountain View 6 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Well, let's see, they fixed the score up here. Should be 15-6. Should be 15-6 after 1. They've got that score all messed up. It says 105-15 right now. I'm John Beltran back in Loveland. Fort Morgan should have a 9-point lead here going into the second quarter. 15, let's see. They can't get the score right. What's going on here? Might actually be 15-7. Well, no, it's 6 on the board now. All right, so that's, it was 15-3. Yeah, and then they nailed a 3. Should be 15-6. That's right. Leave it there. They've had it 15-6 like 3 different times, and that's a score. You had Solis with 5 points and Sturry with a free throw in the opening quarter. The Mustangs scored 12 points from Fernando Marquez. They got 12 from him and 3 from Wesley Carnes. So there should be no debate. 15-6. I mean, they had the math correct, and then all of a sudden they got out of whack at the scorers table. We'll set the Mustang lineup. It is Frank Ortega, Jesse Campa, Briggs Wheatley, Wesley Carnes, and Jackson Langford. Marquez still on the bench. After scoring 12 points, he should be in there pretty quickly. Christian Solis, Zach Reckhammer, Corbin Williams, Drake Sturry, and Javi Carrillo for Mountain View. Here's Briggs Wheatley again. The leading scorer, Alex Herr, not dressed tonight, averaging 24 points a game for Mountain View. Wesley Carnes between his legs, behind his back on the outside left to Wheatley. Against Sturry, baseball pass to the top for Langford. Right side to Carnes, bounce pass down low for Campa, double team. Carnes fakes the 3, looks to his left, dribbles to his left, back out to Langford, jump pass towards Carnes. Errant pass, it's intercepted by Williams all the way to Reckhammer. Defender in the air, banks and scores. Fort Morgan now with 4 turnovers. Reckhammer with his first points. And the lead is down to 7, 15-8, 7:19 to go in the first half. Langford across midcourt, jump pass to Wheatley. Left corner, Carnes, 3 is up, and that's short. And the rebound is controlled by Christian Solis. The Mustangs got to make those shots. They missed their last 3 threes. Now at the top is Sturry. Swings it back out to Reckhammer. Reckhammer right of the lane, will hand it off to Williams. Fakes the 3, dribbles right of the lane, looking on the outside right to Reckhammer. Thinks about the 3, takes the 3, makes the 3. Watch out. Here comes Mountain View. They're on a 7-0 run. It's 15-10. Fort Morgan with the lead. Ortega the other way, nearly stripped. He gets it back. Wheatley left to the lane all the way. Has a shot blocked, but a foul. 6:39 to go before the break, and Briggs Wheatley to the stripe. That foul was on, if that's Drake Asturi or Christian Solis. Let's see if it's Asturi. That's his third. They'll put it up on the board momentarily. Free throw by Wheatley is off to the left. He's been a solid player all season, but not at the free throw line. Ortega's out, and Fernando Marquez is in. Yeah, that's on Asturi. That's his third foul. He wants to stop this 7-0 run with a made free throw right now. That one's up, and that one is short. Langford goes for the rebound. Mountain View saves it in. Nice job by Carrillo. The Mountain Lions the other way. Solis on the high left against Marquez. At the top for Reckhammer. Swings it right side for Williams. Well behind the three-point line. Cross-court pass. Tipped away. Intercepted by Carnes. He'll lay it up and in. Wesley Carnes, coast to coast. Now has got 5 points. Turnover number 7 for Mountain View. The Mustangs 17, Mountain View 10. 6:13 to go before halftime. On the high left is Solis, backing in on Marquez. Baseball pass on the high right to Williams. Down low for Carrillo against Langford. Double team. Jump pass to Reckhammer, left of the lane. And then that one is stripped away by Fernando. Fernando with one to beat all the way off the glass, and he missed it. Langford misses the follow. Langford again. Back out to Carnes. He takes the three. Good! It rattles home for Wesley Carnes. Timeout, Mountain View. 30-second timeout. And the Mustangs are on a 5-0 run. Boy, they have created offense from great defensive play. And Mountain View has 8 turnovers. The Mustangs with 3. 20-10. Langford's come up with 3 crucial rebounds here in the early going as well. And again, without their leading scorer, Alex Herr, the Mustangs are taking advantage on Mountain View's home floor with a 20-11 lead, up by 9. 5:50 to go before the break. The starting 5 out there when Marquez came in for Ortega. Here comes Reckhammer the other way with Christian Solis. The Mustangs have played with virtually everybody this year. Their only double-digit loss was to Erie. At the top of the basketball is Reckhammer. Cross-court pass nearly picked up by Carnes, taken by Williams. On the high right, Eric Anaya back in the game. In the right corner, here's Reckhammer against Campa. Over to Solis, cross-court to Williams in the left corner. Chest pass to Anaya against Briggs Wheatley. Has no lane there. Bounce pass to Carrillo down low against Langford. And then the ball is stolen away by Briggs Wheatley. Another turnover for Mountain View. Langford on the right baseline. Langford has to swing it back out. Down low off of Campa. That pass was a little bit too hard. The Mustangs with their 4th turnover. Anaya the other way on the high left for Mountain View in the front court. Back on the high right, here's Solis. Long 3 is short. Nice rebound there by Langford. That's his 4th. Langford out of the pack. Langford front court to Carnes on the outside left. Carnes dribbling towards the top. Looks left side to Marquez. Marquez dribbles to his right. Jump pass inside to Campa. Had the ball stripped out of bounds by Carrillo. And Fort Morgan retains possession, up by 9 points with 4:51 to go. Well, I can do the live ID. This is Morgan County's B106 KPRB. Brush Fort Morgan. Carnes 3, corner, good! Wesley again off the inbounds pass from Fernando Marquez. Carnes has 3 triples in the game, 11 points in the quarter. 23-11. The Mustangs are on an 8-0 run. Anaya straight away, 4.5 to go. Crosses over on Wheatley, backs in, and then he travels. Wow. Well, Mountain View is really scuffling here. 10 turnovers and only 11 points, down by 12. Wheatley pressured in the backcourt. Over to Carnes. Carnes with the basketball. They might have to call a time. No, he gets it to Wheatley in the front court. Jump pass to Fernando. Left baseline. He leans, he shoots, and he misses. And we've got a whistle and a tie-up. And a tie-up with Branscombe in there is going to go over to Mountain View. Next whistle, more than likely, because we're approaching the 4-minute, 10-second mark, we'll have the mid-quarter mass timeout. They wear masks here in Colorado. Branscombe at the free throw line, straight away to Reckhammer against Campa. He's going to hand it off to Anaya, well behind the three-point line. Left of the lane between the legs. Swings it straight away. Here is Christian Solis against Marquez. He banks, he misses, but a foul on that runner off to the right. And the foul on Marquez is number 1. 3:54 to go. Let's see if they take the mid-quarter mass timeout. Should be it right here, and that's going to be it. Mid-quarter mass timeout, and Solis, who scored 5 points in the opening quarter, will shoot 2. Looking to stop Fort Morgan's 8-0 run. The Mustangs have led the entire way. And it's been the Carnes and Marquez show offensively. Everybody's really gotten it done collectively on the defensive end. And that's what you need. You get 3 scores would be nice. But right now, Marquez had 12 points in the first quarter, and Carnes with 11. I mean, that's it. No other Mustang has scored. Mountain View has more scores in this game, but 12 fewer points. So it will be Christian Solis at the stripe for Mountain View. Premier Farm Credit understands production ag. They've been serving our rural communities for over 100 years in Sterling, Fort Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke. Premier Farm Credit. And Mountain View's on a 4-game winning streak. Mind you, this is the Mustangs. They lose this game, and their chances of making the playoffs are really, really diminished. Solis toes the line. Spins, shoots, and connects. He's got 6 of Mountain View's 12 points. Levi McCoy checking in for the first time. He will replace Jesse Campa. They'll lose some size there, but McCoy tries to play a very hard-nosed physical game. He'll commit his fouls, but he wants to make sure that he makes his presence. Second free throw is good. 23-13. Marquez in the backcourt. Front court pass to McCoy. McCoy crosses the timeline. McCoy looking, hands it off to Marquez in the high left. Marquez puts up a runner, and that's an air ball. Missed it badly. Solis away with the basketball. Long pass to Branscombe. Puts it up and blocked, but a foul. Briggs Wheatley commits his second. Branscombe to the stripe. Oh, that was nearly clean. Let's see if that's going to summon in another player. How about Brevin Branscombe to shoot the 2 for Mountain View. The first free throw is good. Nick Beltran is now in for Jackson Langford. Second free throw is upcoming with 3:38 to go. Second quarter. That one is up, and that one is good. The Mustang lead is down to 8, 23-15. Beltran backcourt, now to Wheatley. Wheatley approaching midcourt, dribbles into the front court. Wheatley down low for Marquez, puts it up, and he threw up an air ball and a blocking foul on Williams. Well, that could have been an and one, but Fernando lost his angle completely once he missed it, and he clutched in midair. Williams commits his first, and Fernando to shoot 2. Fernando has not scored in the quarter. He spins, he shoots, and it rattles in. Marquez now with 13. The Mustangs lead 24-15. He spins, he shoots, and connects. Fernando is 6 out of 6 from the line. That's what the Mustangs need. Under 3.5 to go in the opening half. Fort Morgan by 10. Left of the lane, spinning, as that's a new player in there for Mountain View. That is, let's see, Noah Phillips. On the high left, here's Solis against Marquez. At the top now for McKay in the game. Swings it left side to Solis. Solis in the paint, puts up a runner around it, no good. And there's a foul. He was hacked. Ooh, that's going to be Marquez with his second. Got to watch out there. You can't get him into foul trouble. Not as hot as he's been. I think Langford's going to check right back in with 3:05 to go second quarter, and the Mustangs up 10. And the Solis free throw is up and good. He looks solid for the line, makes it look easy. And, yeah, Fernando's out. Well, now you got to look for some offense, but Carnes is in there, 25-16. Second free throw is good for Solis, 25-17. All of a sudden, here comes Mountain View. It's a game of runs, but the Mustangs have had the bigger runs. Wheatley to throw it in with backcourt pressure. Gets it into Langford. Hold the ball up high. Dribbles along the right baseline. Had the ball stripped from behind. And then Beltran goes diving near midcourt. And then the ball is picked up by Langford, but they're going to say it was on the line. Oh, I don't know about that. I was right there. I was right on top of that one, but they're going to say turnover Fort Morgan, only their fifth. Well, I thought it stayed in bounds, but apparently it got the baseline. On the high left is Phillips. Phillips against Beltran. Swings it near the top, nearly stripped away by Carnes. Ball is loose, and Carnes commits a foul at midcourt. That's too bad. That'll put Mountain View, that's going to be the 18th foul. And that's going to be the 1-and-1 situation for Mountain View. A cheap foul there, but certainly not intentional by Wesley Carnes. Corbin Williams to shoot. They're 6 out of 6 from the line in the quarter. And the free throw is up, and that's around and good. Make it 7 of 7. That's what kept Mountain View in the game. 7 of 7. They're down by 7. 25-18. 2:45 to go before the break. And Corbin Williams to attempt his second free throw. That's in the air, and that's good. Man, they don't miss. 25-19. Wheatley to Beltran in the backcourt with a ball fake. Back out to Wheatley at his own free throw line. Wheatley across the timeline. On the left wing to Carnes. He'll take the three, and that's no good. And the ball is rebounded by Zach Reckhammer and nearly stolen by McCoy. He pokes it out of bounds. And now McCoy is out and Campa's back in. Fort Morgan cannot go cold over the final 2.5 minutes here in the opening half. Front court pass to Corbin Williams. Now in the right corner to Phillips against Beltran. Penetrates right baseline. Backing in on Beltran. Bounce pass inside. And Campa steals it for the Mustangs. Nice steal. Here is Jackson Langford on the high right. Langford with the basketball is going to have to slow it down. Langford looking. Still looking. He's going to have to get it out to Beltran straight away. Beltran with the basketball. Beltran swings it left side to Campa. Corner for Wheatley. Penetrates. Had the ball stripped from behind. You got to take care of it. And then Carnes commits a foul in the backcourt. Or is it going to be Wheatley with his third? Oh, man. Well, they're going to, it says 2 on Wheatley. Beto Martinez will check in. I thought that was his third. That is the 19th foul. Either way, Fort Morgan with a critical turnover there with 2:01 to go. They don't want this entire lead to evaporate. It was a double digits. But now Mountain View has come through on a run here. Fort Morgan scored 8 points in a row. Mountain View's done the same thing to close to within 6, and they can make it a 4-point game. And they have not missed a single free throw in the quarter. It says that's 2 on Wheatley on the board. I thought it was 3, but hey, better if it's 2, obviously. Just a 30-second timeout. And Fort Morgan needs this game in the worst way. If not, their playoff chances are pretty much done. They've got Greeley Central coming up on Wednesday, 7 o'clock right here on B106. They're 54th in the RPI in 5A. They're not that bad either. And Greeley West on Saturday at home to close out the regular season. They are 50th in the RPI in 5A. This is the last 4A team they'll be playing this season. 1-1, Zach Reckhammer at the stripe. Will he make it 9 for 9 for Mountain View? He will. Man, they must take a ton of free throws at the end of practice. 25-20. Second free throw is upcoming here for Reckhammer. That one's up, and that one hits nothing but net. Fort Morgan 25, Mountain View 21. Beto Martinez looking. He's got to get rid of it. And throws it in the backcourt. That's 5 seconds. How did he not get rid of that? Beto had 2 players open. You can't look for the perfect pass. You got to get rid of that ball. That's 7 turnovers for the Mustangs. Now Phillips to throw it in. On the outside right to McKay, working on Langford, over to Williams. Swings it left side to Reckhammer, straight away to Solis. Chest pass right side to Phillips, guarded by Beltran. Now in the right corner to Williams. Picked up by Carnes, right side to McKay, cross court to Solis. Wide open left corner three is off the back of the rim, missed by Phillips. Langford with a rebound. Langford with a 2-on-2 to Beto Martinez. Spinning, hooking, shooting, misses badly off to the left. Christian Solis with a rebound. That's his fifth for Mountain View. Baseball pass, front court for Phillips. Cross court pass straight away. Here's Solis, a minute 33 to go. And looked like he traveled, then he threw it right into the hands of Wesley Carnes, 2-on-1. Carnes all the way. His layup is up and missing a foul as he was throwing it in towards the basket on the blind side. He kind of spun his way. He had Beltran on the right side, but the defense was converging. And the foul was on Noah Phillips, his first. Now the Carnes free throw is coming up. And that one's up, and that one is in and out. You can't miss those either. Mustangs have gone a little bit cold here after that 15-6 lead following the opening quarter. That free throw's up, and that's perfect. Wesley Carnes, as Beto Martinez is out, Frank Ortega's in. Ortega, Langford, Beltran, Carnes, and Jesse Campa. Time to play some defense. Up by 5, a minute 23 to go, second quarter. Fort Morgan in the lead. On the outside right is Williams against Carnes. Gets a pick on the outside left now to McKay. Dribbles into the lane against Langford. Swings it right corner for Phillips. Dribbles to his left. At the top, it's in the back court. That's going to be an over and back against Mountain View. And that'll be Fort Morgan basketball. Mountain View with 12 turnovers, 6 in each quarter. Big possession here for the Mustangs. They go up by 7 or 8. And checking back in is Torres for Mountain View. Inbounds pass is taken by Ortega. Frank dribbling to his right. Bounce pass to Carnes. He'll take the three. Yes! Wesley Carnes again! His fourth triple. And the Mustangs lead 29-21. That was huge for Fort Morgan. The other way, here's Reckhammer. Over to Torres, fakes the three. Beltran picks him up. 45 seconds to go. Picks up his dribble. Right corner, Reckhammer three. It's going to be short. And the ball is rebounded by Corbin Williams. And then he's stripped down low, but they get it back. Here is Reckhammer in the lane. Puts it up and in. Well, that was a big bucket there. Now 29-23. Here's Beltran behind his back. And then he had the ball stripped from behind, but Langford's got it all the way, and he puts it up and in on the right baseline. Langford picked up the loose change. And the Mustangs up by 8, 31-23. 14 seconds to go. Williams swings it cross court to Reckhammer against Campa with 10. Into the lane, kicks it back out. Solis straight away three. Good. Man, Solis has killed him with those threes. 3 seconds to go. Beltran with 2 from half court. Oh, he thought he might have been fouled, but he was stripped there by Reckhammer. He did not get a shot off, but nonetheless, the Fort Morgan Mustangs have the lead at the break. They were outscored in the second quarter, 20-16. But Fort Morgan, after 16 minutes of basketball, leads Mountain View in Loveland. It is Fort Morgan 31, Mountain View 26. Let's take a 3-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the third quarter. Campa, Langford, Carnes, Wheatley, and Marquez for the Mustangs. They'll have the basketball first. It is Asturi, Reckhammer, along, it looks like Michael McKay's out there with Christian Solis and Brevin Branscombe. That's how we begin the second half. Wheatley on the high right. Lobs it at the top for Langford. Swings it left side for Marquez. Penetrates. Pulls up 14-footer. Back rim, no. Langford with a rebound. Langford goes back up and around and no good. And Branscombe has the rebound for Mountain View. Across the timeline. Here's a bounce pass towards the right corner to Reckhammer all the way. Banks and scores. The Mustangs and Campa went for a steal that did not pay off. Reckhammer now with 11. The lead is down to 3, 31-28. Langford backcourt to Wheatley as they apply the pressure, does Mountain View. Crossover dribble across the timeline. Jump pass, right baseline off the right hand of Campa out of bounds. Mustangs don't want to start this. They miss a shot, then a bad possession there. Mountain View can tie it with a 3. Solis on the outside right against Marquez gets a pick. Lob down low for Reckhammer, and he's fouled on the floor. Did he go for a shot? They're going to say he did. And Carnes hacked him. Wesley Carnes with a second. Zach Reckhammer at the line. And Reckhammer was a machine in the second quarter. And the free throw's up and in. Man, this guy looks good from the line. He had 9 points in the second quarter. He's got 3 to open up the third quarter. Free throws coming up, and that's off the bottom of the rim. And Langford's got the rebound, his 7th. Langford on the outlet to Wheatley. Wheatley 1 minute into the third. Crosses over on McKay. Down low for Campa. Banks and scores. Campa cutting across the left baseline. Beautiful feed there from Wheatley. Mustangs with a 4-point lead. Here is Solis at the free throw line. Spinning. Stripped by Langford. Langford with 1 to beat. Langford all the way. He's bumped. He banks. And he misses. Where's the foul? Oh, my gosh. It should have been a foul there. Here is in the lane. The shot is up and in by Branscombe off the feed from Solis. I can't believe there was clearly contact. Wow. The lead is down to 2, 33-31. Mountain View commits their 13th turnover. Wheatley then throws the ball off of Reckhammer, out of bounds, intended for Campa along the right baseline this time. Marquez to throw it in. That was a 4-point turnaround. Marquez lobs it at the top for Wheatley. Wheatley dribbles to his left, feeds it right side to Marquez. Fernando right of the lane. Jump shot is up, and he forced it from 10 feet away. Rebound to Zach Reckhammer. Need a better look than that. Mountain View can tie it. Left of the lane, Solis bumped by Marquez, no whistle. Stripped out of bounds by Marquez, and that's a flop if I've ever seen one there by Solis. Solis to throw it in. There's some contact here and no whistles. That could have been a foul on one side and then the other. Solis left baseline, and the shot is up and missed by Reckhammer. Campa had his back to the defender as he fouled him. Campa commits his second. Here's Reckhammer to the line. And the free throw is up and in and out. That's his first miss. Actually, his second miss. Back again is Reckhammer. And that one is up, and that one barely made it to the rim, but the rebound controlled by Branscombe. Here's Solis, his runner, right baseline, no good. Jackson Langford with another rebound, and then an offensive foul on Langford. He pushed off. That will also be the 9th turnover against Fort Morgan. Langford commits his first. Again, they can tie it on this possession. 5:57 to go in the third. Fort Morgan 33, Mountain View 31. Solis, left baseline to Reckhammer, spinning on Campa, swings it back out to Asturi. Into the game now is Noah Torres. Asturi into the lane. Jump pass, right baseline. Branscombe, 10-footer, no good. And Wheatley goes for the rebound. It's out of bounds off of Torres of Mountain View. Fort Morgan basketball. And the pressure to be applied in the backcourt. Wheatley gets it into Carnes. Carnes dribbles by 1. Into the front court. It's got a 3-on-2. Middle of the lane. Jump pass is off the hand of Langford. Langford has it, dribbles, fades, shoots, and throws up an air ball from 3 feet away. Here's Reckhammer with the basketball. Bounce pass over to Solis in the high left. They can tie it again on this possession or take the lead with a 3. Torres, free throw line extended. Now to Asturi. Fakes the 3. Picked up by Carnes. Then stripped by Wesley Carnes. Beautiful defense by Carnes. Wow. That was outstanding. Into the front court. Fajardo getting ready to check in. Carnes swings it back out to Langford. Nearly walked into the lane all the way. Puts it up, and he's fouled as he misses. He was clutching in midair. Mustangs got a break. I thought he dragged that back foot. And this will be 2 free throws for Jackson Langford. The foul is on Reckhammer, his first. Langford bends, shoots, and misses in and out. Too much English on that one. And, well, Fajardo's coming in for Langford, so he's got to make this free throw to get into the game. He spins, he shoots, and that's in and out. And the ball is loose. Campa saves it into Wheatley. Well, that's a great job by Campa. Inside to Marquez. Banks it in. Wheatley with another nice feed to Marquez. Now with 16 in the game. Jesse Campa made that play, though. What a great rebound. 35-31, 4:53 to go, third quarter. Right of the lane, Solis spinning on Marquez. Swings it left corner, three, Branscombe, yes. Brevin Branscombe for the corner. He's got 7 points in the game. Fort Morgan's lead is down to 1. 35-34. Wheatley on the high right at the free throw line. Looking in the lane to Campa. Right side, Langford. Three is up. Yes! Rattles home for Jackson Langford. That's a big triple. Oh, they called a two? I guess his foot was on the line. His toe was on the line. 37-34. Torres straight away. Left corner for Branscombe. Langford is right there. Dribbles to his right. Back out to Solis. Fajardo still waiting to check in. On the outside right to Reckhammer. Reckhammer's going to hand it off to Torres right. Baseline cross court off the foot of Langford out of bounds. And Langford is out. Fajardo is in with 4:02 remaining third quarter. Fort Morgan 37. Mountain View 34. Mustangs led by double digits in the opening half. They were up by 5 at halftime. Torres looking. He's going to hit it off of Fajardo's hand out of bounds, intended for Branscombe along the right baseline. We're still not at the under 4-minute mark, so we keep it here before the mid-quarter mass timeout. Once we get under 4, Reckhammer gets it into Christian Solis, well behind the three-point line on the high right against Marquez. Hands it off to Reckhammer. Fakes the three, picked up by Campa. Now the long three by Solis is good. He dared Marquez to guard him. He didn't guard him, and he drills the three-pointer. And that is now a tie game at 37. Here's Campa over to Marquez, up in the air, and he's fouled. He's fouled over there by Solis. Solis commits his first. And the mid-quarter mass timeout tied at 37. Well, this one is looks like it's going to go down to the wire, even though we still have 11 and a half minutes of basketball to go. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Equitable Savings and Loan. 3:37 to go in the game. Fort Morgan 37, Mountain View 37. Fernando Marquez leads the Mustangs with 16 points. Carnes right behind it with 15. And not too much offense, at least in the scoring column, from other Mustangs, but Wheatley's done a nice job dishing out assists. And Fort Morgan has taken care of the basketball pretty well. 9 turnovers for the Mustangs and 14 for Mountain View. Marquez, Fajardo, Carnes, Campa, and Wheatley for Fort Morgan. Reckhammer, Solis, along with Torres, Eric Anaya into the game, and Brevin Branscombe for Mountain View. Marquez has not missed for the line, and he drills that one as well. Fernando is 7 out of 7 for the line. Fort Morgan leads by 1. He's got 17 points in the game. He spins, he shoots, and that one is off to the right. Rebound to Brevin Branscombe. In the left corner, into the front court, Anaya, not a Branscombe. Free throw line extended on the outside right to Reckhammer. Left-handed dribble at the top, picks up the dribble. Right side to Torres with a chest pass. Well behind the three-point line, picks up his dribble. Right wing with a basketball. Solis kicks it back out to Reckhammer. Now penetrating, now in the left corner with a basketball, kicking it back out is Anaya to Reckhammer against Fajardo. Backing in on Fajardo all the way, hooks it up and off to the right. And the ball is out of bounds. It's off Wheatley. It was volleyballed around underneath the basket, and Mountain View retains possession with 3 minutes to go in the third. Fort Morgan 38, Mountain View 37. Anaya lobs it left side, and it's loose, but it's picked up by Torres. Free throw line for Branscombe. Branscombe right side to Anaya. In the right corner, here's Reckhammer against Fajardo. Lob down low to Branscombe, nearly threw it away. Picked up and then thrown away at the top of the key, out of bounds by Christian Solis. 15 turnovers for Mountain View. Fort Morgan does not have a single point tonight off the bench, but they lead by 1. In the corner in the backcourt, bounce pass into Fajardo. Braden Fajardo against Anaya, dribbles against him across the timeline. It's a 5-on-3, and then he dribbles into the lane, puts it up, and he missed the layup. Oh, boy. And then on the line was Branscombe. Didn't have control. Nice move by Braden, just didn't have the angle. Marquez to trigger it in. Looking, still looking. Got to get rid of it. And does near the top. Taken by Carnes. Sets up. Straight away three. Yes! Wesley Carnes takes the three as Torres went for the steal and failed. Carnes now with 18. Marquez with 17. The Mustangs 41. And the Mountain View Mountain Lions 37. Left of the lane with the basketball is Anaya. Now to Torres against Carnes. Swings it right side to Solis against Marquez. Back out, long three straight away is off to the right. Missed by Anaya. Campo was stripped as he went for the rebound. Now Branskin hooks it up and he misses. And the rebound's controlled by Solis. No look pass to Reckheimer. Left corner, Torres, three. That's an air ball. Jesse Campo has it for Fort Morgan. And then there was a whistle in the backcourt. I think he was fouled. Yep. Campo fouled. Over there by Solis' second. Well, they grabbed some rebounds there, did Mountain View. 2 minutes to go in the third. Wheatley to throw it in with backcourt pressure being applied. In the backcourt to Carnes. Carnes with a left-handed dribble behind his back against Torres. Carnes dribbles by two. He's got a 5-on-4. Bounce pass to Beltran into the game. Beltran into the lane all the way. Was fouled as he missed. He drove into the paint and fouled from behind. Beltran is going to the line for the first time this season. Well, let's see if he can make two. He's cold to say the least. Eric Anaya committed his second. Free throw by Beltran is perfect. Nick Beltran now for his second free throw. The Mustangs up 5. 42-37. Beltran bends, shoots, and connects. Nothing but string for Nick Beltran. And the Mustangs on a 6-0 run. 43-37, minute 43 to go. Long three is up, and that's missed. Back rim, and over the back was Zach Reckheimer. It was missed over there by Solis, and Reckheimer went over the back. That'll be the 5th team foul. Mustangs have committed 3. Carnes, Wheatley, Beltran, Fajardo, and Langford. Lots of offense out there. Wheatley to throw it in, backcourt to Beltran. Beltran jump pass off the hands of Fajardo. He was cutting the other way. Now down low for Williams. His runner's up and in. The Mustangs commit the turnover. And Williams scores. And here's Beltran. Beltran a 3-on-3. Bounce pass over to Fajardo. He lost control out of bounds. That was a perfect pass, but Fajardo tried to dribble before he had the ball. Fort Morgan has to control themselves here, up by 4 with a minute 20 to go in the third quarter. Got to play defense right now. Here's Eric Anaya at the top. Gets a pick, dribbling to his right of the lane, backing up, taking the three, and that's off to the right. And Langford went with a rebound. Reckheimer's got it. He misses the follow. And Langford looked like he was pushed off, but he's going to be called for the foul. Reckheimer to the line. Reckheimer's got, 15 points in the game. Now he shoots a deuce. He's missed his last 3, though. And this free throw is up and in. Mustangs getting ready to make a substitution here. Campa and Marquez in for Carnes and Wheatley. With 68 seconds to go in the third quarter. This free throw is up, and that one is around and good. Now Mountain View has scored the last 4 points, 43-41. Here's Campa dribbling across midcourt. Bounce pass to the top for Langford. Back to Campa. Campa bumps into Williams, gets it back. Now to Marquez. Marquez between his legs. Right of the lane. Marquez all the way. Banks and scores. He drove to the basket. Fernando Dipsy-Doo. Fernando with 19, 45-41. Here's Torres on the right baseline. Torres looking. Kicks it right side to Anaya. 41 seconds to go. In the left corner, Williams against Beltran. Dribbling to his right. Baseball pass. Free throw line extended. Now to Anaya against Campa. 34 seconds remaining. Anaya hooks it up off the glass and around and good. Nice little hook there by Eric Anaya. 45-43. Marquez in the backcourt. Jump pass taken by Langford. Langford bodied up at midcourt. Langford to Beltran. Crossing the timeline. Beltran between his legs. Bounce pass to Campa in the lane. Hooks it up. And he missed it, and the tip is missed there by Fajardo. It's taken away by Anaya, and then the ball nearly thrown away. It is out of bounds. Mountain View commits the turnover. That's their 16th. And with 8.4 seconds to go, Fort Morgan has got a shot here. Fajardo gets it into Beltran. Beltran straight away with 6. Langford penetrates left baseline, puts it up and in, and a foul! That's a huge play! Langford scores, and the and 1. And the Mustangs lead by 4. Eric Anaya commits his 3rd. Well, now you got to stop that last second shot here. Langford with a free throw. That one's up, and that one is good. He's got 5 in the quarter, 7 in the game. From half court, the long pass to Williams. Long 3. Hits the bottom of the net. And there should have been an extra point up there. I thought it was 40. No, not 48, 43. Scoreboard says 47. 43 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. All right, it is 48-43. I knew they hadn't tacked on a point there. That was an and 1 by Langford, and he made the free throw. Let's begin the fourth quarter. I'm John Beltran. It's Carnes, along with Campa, Langford, Wheatley, and Marquez. Mountain View basketball with Anaya, Noah Torres, Zach Reckheimer, Christian Solis, and Corbin Williams. Mustangs have led the entire way, but got to play great over the final 8 minutes to win this one. Baseball pass, right baseline. Williams hooks and misses. Langford grabs the rebound for Fort Morgan, his 9th. There's the outlet pass to Marquez. Into the front court. Marquez on the high right. Pulls up 15-footer. Is around and off to the left. And Reckheimer grabs the rebound. That's his 6th. Nearly stolen by Campa. Jump pass in the front court. They're working in a 5-on-4. Solis, right of the lane. Solis all the way. Hooks it up and he missed it. And Reckheimer with a rebound straight away. Anaya 3. Back rimmed. And nice rebound by Fernando Marquez. Marquez coming away with a rebound. That's his 3rd of the game. 7:15 to go from Mountain View. Fort Morgan 48 and a timeout. 7:13 to go. Fort Morgan with a 48-43 lead. And a 30-second timeout called by head coach Andy Schoen. What a win this would be for the Mustangs. And this program looking to go to 7-5. They've got the talent. And with Mountain View and their leading scorer, Alex Herr, unavailable. But they still have a lot of talent around him. The Mustangs are trying to capitalize. Mountain View has won 4 games in a row. And at 8-3, I mean, they've had the better season than Fort Morgan. And even in the common victories, they beat Northridge and Berthoud a lot more convincingly than Fort Morgan did. But the Mustangs, which did not play well last week, are playing really well tonight. It will be Fort Morgan basketball. Marquez to throw it in 3/4 court. With the Mustangs up by 5. Fernando near midcourt to Carnes. He falls, and then the ball's off his left hand out of bounds. He thought maybe he was tripped up. Mustangs with 12 turnovers now. And again, when Fort Morgan gets to 60 points, that's normally a victory. 11-6 in 2+ years under Andy Schoen, as opposed to 6-33 when they score under 60. Near the right corner, Williams utilizing a pick. He's going to feed it to Solis. Solis thinks about the 3 against Marquez. Dribbles to his left. Left-handed pass at the top for Anaya. Anaya against Briggs Wheatley. Hands it off to Williams against Langford between his legs. Left to the lane. Swings it left corner. Anaya. He's going to be picked up by Wheatley. Bounce pass to Torres. Straight away to Solis. Swings it right side to Williams. Guarded by Langford. 6:36 to go in the game. Fort Morgan 48, Mountain View 43. Anaya backs up right corner for Torres. Down low, Reckheimer. Bounce pass cross court taken by Williams. The Mustang defense is tight here. They're playing really well. Resetting as Mountain View. Here's Anaya. Left to the lane. Anaya tries to squeeze his way in. He banks and scores. That's a heck of a shot. Going glass was Eric Anaya. 48-45 Mustangs. 6:10 to go in the game. Fernando Marquez, cross court to Carnes on the high right. Back out to Marquez on the outside left. Swings it right side to Carnes. Carnes back out to Marquez. Dribbles to his left, left corner. Wheatley takes the 3, and that's going to be way short. Rebound to Reckheimer. Long pass in the front court. Here is Noah Torres all the way. Banks and misses. Rebound to Solis. Puts it back up and in. Yeah, they're just too good on the boards. They're really getting to Fort Morgan on the boards. 48-47, 5:39 to go, fourth quarter. Into the front court, Marquez on the outside left, picks up his dribble, double team, bounce pass towards Carnes. Carnes to Marquez in the high left. In the left corner, here's Wheatley. Wheatley in the lane to Langford, little 10-footer, yes. That's a big shot by Jackson Langford to the left of the paint. Langford with 7 points and a half, 9 in the game, 50-47. Fort Morgan in the lead, 5:13 to go. Right of the lane, Solis spinning, turning, shooting, missing, foul on Marquez. Fernando commits his third. And Solis, who scored 14 points in the game, is at the line. He could make this a 1-point game if he nails 2. That free throw's in. Solis 5 out of 5 from the line. Fort Morgan 50. And Mountain View 48. He spins, he shoots, and connects. The Mustang lead is down to 1. Well, this has been the story of Fort Morgan's season. They played a lot of close games, but have come up short in virtually all of them except that home game against Frederick. Anaya is out. Drake Asturia is in. Wheatley. Backcourt bounce pass to Campa. Back to Wheatley at his own free throw line. Wheatley left-handed dribble. Now to Carnes. Got to get it across the timeline. Carnes now to Wheatley. Crosses midcourt. Under 5 minutes to go from Mountain View. Here is Wheatley on the high left. Back out to Carnes. Boy, if he could nail another 3. Carnes in this game has 5 3-pointers. Carnes in the high right. Ball fake. Bounce pass back out to Wheatley just across midcourt. Wheatley in the left corner for Marquez. Jump pass inside. Tipped away. Intercepted. Mountain View can take the lead. Here is the bounce pass to Torres. Banks and misses. And Carnes has the rebound. And I think he's tied up, but it goes to Fort Morgan. It does go to Fort Morgan with 4.5 to go. And a 50-49 Mustang lead. This is not about defense right now. It's about points because Mountain View can score. Wheatley to throw it in. I mean, defense is important, no doubt. In the backcourt to Carnes, but you're not going to win by holding this team down. You got to get some points and get some stops. Carnes at his own free throw line between his legs. They might need a timeout. Carnes jump pass to Wheatley, and Wheatley timeout by Andy Schoen as Wheatley caught that pass near midcourt, but they might have been called shortly for a 10-second violation. 4:23 to go in the game. Fort Morgan 50, Mountain View 49. What can the Mustangs do? This is essentially a playoff game. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. Western Engineering Consultants, strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart. Get your project started the right way. Western Engineering Consultants. 4 minutes and 23 seconds to go. And keep in mind, in terms of the scoring, it has been starters for Fort Morgan getting it done. Nick Beltran has 2 free throws. Other than that, all the points have come from the starters. Carnes with 18, Marquez with 19. Langford in the game is 9, and Jesse Campa has a deuce. And it will be Mustang basketball near midcourt. And in fact, the next whistle will be a mid-quarter mass timeout because we just have over 4 minutes to go. Reckhammer, Shields, Torres, Asturi, and now into the game is Evan Branscombe for the Mustangs. Carnes, Wheatley, Marquez, Campa, and Langford. In the backcourt, the pass into Carnes. Crosses midcourt in the high left to Marquez. Marquez, ball fake, bounce pass to Carnes. Carnes back out to Marquez on the outside left. Marquez swings it left corner for Wheatley. Down low for Campa. Campa inside to Langford. Langford fades, shoots, and scores! Jackson Langford, little 6-footer. That is big. Jackson's hit some big shots here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs up by 3. 3:49 to go in the game. Right baseline, Reckhammer with the basketball. Inside to Branscombe, hooks it up and in. To the right of the basket for Evan Branscombe. Mountain View gets closer and closer, but they have not overtaken Fort Morgan. Branscombe now has 7.5, 9 in the game. Here's Langford. Langford got to watch for the over and back. Gets it to Marquez. Marquez with 3.5 to go. Then Marquez is stripped. The ball is loose. Picked up by Marquez, and then he's fouled. He is fouled by Asturi. That is the 17th foul. Asturi commits his 4th. Fort Morgan got a huge break there. Now it'll be the mid-quarter mass timeout with 3:28 to go. And the Mustangs leading 52-51. Fernando from the line is 7 of 8. Has not scored in this quarter. He's got 19 in the game. Wow. So Fernando's got to make the first to earn the second. And again, I'll say it one more time. This is essentially a playoff game for Fort Morgan. Mountain View is 14 spots higher in the RPI. And the RPI takes the top 32 in 4A and in 5A, just the top 24 from 1A through 3A. Fort Morgan makes the playoffs. Their first playoff game would be a week from tomorrow, March 9th. If not, their season ends on Saturday at home against Greeley West. So Marquez to the line. Fernando needs his legs underneath him right now. He's looked pretty fresh this game. His minutes have been managed very nicely. Free throw is up, and he back-rimmed it. He missed it. And the ball is rebounded by Marquez off the tip. Marquez, right baseline, underneath the basket. Back out Carnes, left wing three is in and out. Oh, it was halfway down. Branscombe grabs the rebound. Oh, boy, that's a huge miss. Down low, Branscombe's going to back and score off the pass from Flores. Mountain View, with under 3 minutes to go, has taken the lead for the first time, 53-52. Here is Wesley Carnes, baseball pass, right corner, over the hand of Briggs Wheatley, out of bounds. That's a terrible decision. Wesley's had a great game, but that looked like a 25-yard pass. You got to throw that perfectly. You don't want to get that impatient. And now you wonder if Mountain View is going to eat up some time here. Right of the lane, Solis all the way. Jump pass inside is loose, but it's taken over there by Anaya back into the game. Or check that, that's Asturi. Right wing three, Solis is front rim, no. And there's a foul on Fort Morgan. 16th foul. Boy, Branscombe and Reckhammer are killing them on the boards. Mustangs are being out-rebounded tonight pretty significantly. The foul was on Langford. That's his 3rd. 30-second timeout with 2:35 to go. Fort Morgan is down by 1. But again, they are on the road against a team with an 8-win, 3-loss season. So they were not expected to win this game, but they've led most of the way. Now they've got to get it done on the defensive end right now and then convert that into some offense. Mountain View's committed 7 fouls in the second half, Fort Morgan 6. So both teams, essentially from here on out, are in the bonus. And we'll see if Fort Morgan is going to have to foul in case Mountain View elects not to shoot. That's the thing with high school basketball. There's no shot clock. The Mustangs were in that position just 2 Saturdays ago when they came all the way back. They were in the opposite position. They came all the way back, trailing against Riverdale Ridge by double digits. They tied it at 52 with less than 2 to go. And then Riverdale Ridge scored the last 5 points of the game and won 57-52. Fort Morgan has played really hard and much better in this game than they did last week against both Berthoud and Northridge. Had they played like this against those teams, they'd have won those games by 20. Langford, Marquez, Carnes, Wheatley, and Campa, the starting 5 for the Mustangs. That timeout was much needed just to get a little breather. Torres to throw it in. Looking, still looking. Left baseline to Reckhammer. Back out to Asturi. Asturi bounce pass to Torres. Inside jump pass is poked away, and it's stolen by Langford. Oh, nearly a travel by Langford. I thought that was going to be a travel. Mustangs got away with that one there. Here's Marquez. Marquez with a basketball. Bounce pass to Langford. Can't tighten up here. 2:13 to go. Marquez fakes the 3. Left corner. Carnes 3 is up, and it's an air ball, but Langford's got it. Now to Carnes. Left of the lane. Langford, left corner 3. Yes! Jackson Langford is taking over the fourth quarter. 7 points in the game, and he also grabbed the critical rebound. 55-53 Fort Morgan, 1:52 to go. Right corner, Torres with the basketball, dribbles to his left. At the top for Asturi against Wheatley, right of the lane, tries to jam his way, banks and scores. That's a heck of a play by Asturi. And we are now tied at 55. 1:37 to go in the game. Wheatley on the high left towards the left baseline. Wheatley is going to have to bounce it back out to Marquez. Marquez bounce pass straight away to Langford. 1:25 to go. Langford to his left, stripped from behind, out of bounds. Mustangs retain possession, 1:23 to go. Fort Morgan 55. Mountain View 55, just beyond midcourt. Marquez in the back court to Wesley Carnes. Now to Marquez in the high left, well behind the three-point line. Near the timeline to Carnes. 1:15 remaining. Carnes dribbling to his left. Now to Marquez. Mustangs have to be patient here. Bounce pass to Carnes. 67 seconds to go. In the right corner, penetrating is Langford all the way. Has it blocked. Tried to clutch in the air, blocked. And then we have a tie-up. And it goes over to Mountain View. That was blocked by Branscombe. Mountain View has the basketball. Jackson really had a lane there, but I'm not sure he had the shot. Mountain View basketball. Coming the other way on the outside right is Solis. 53 seconds to go. Right of the lane all the way. Hooks it up and in off the glass. That's a big shot there. And they've got the lead right back. Solis scores. He's got 6 in the quarter. 42 seconds to go. 57-55 Mountain View. Timeout with 40.4 to go by head coach Andy Schoen. Langford had the lane down the right baseline, but forced up a shot, tried to get the defender in the air, and he stuffed it right back to him. And then Jackson did a nice job of tying up Branscombe. Unfortunately, the possession arrow was pointing in Mountain View's direction. Can the Mustangs come up clutch again? Jackson Langford is in a huge fourth quarter. Mountain View 57, Fort Morgan 55. If Fort Morgan does not score here, they'll have to commit a foul. They've got 16 fouls, and Mountain View's got 7. And Carnes in this half is not on his game scoring-wise. He had 15 at halftime, only 1 3-pointer. That was in the third quarter. Let's see if Wesley can come through. And his last 3-pointer was a severe air ball that Langford ended up catching, but then Wesley with a presence of mind to feed Langford in the corner, so made up for that one with a nice assist. Jackson in the game, all of a sudden after 2 points at halftime, has 14. Marquez to throw it in. Again, that 60-point mark is so crucial. That's what the Mustangs are looking at here, just beyond midcourt. No mistakes here. If you need a timeout, call it. Marquez gets it in. It's a 5-second call. Andy Schoen can't believe it. 5 seconds against Fort Morgan. That turnover is their 15th. And now, is Mountain View calling a timeout? Not sure. Oh, this is like a free timeout. Nope, they got to call him back. That shouldn't be a timeout. Fort Morgan's got to get on defense there. There's no timeout there. They're going to inbound that basketball. All right. Now they're back on the floor, but Fort Morgan has to commit a foul unless they can force a turnover. Down by 2 with 39 seconds to go. Here's Solis against Marquez, and Solis is fouled by Marquez near midcourt. And Solis is 6 out of 6 from the free throw line. Fernando commits his 4th. This is a problem. If he makes 2, it's a 2-possession lead. But he's got to make the first to earn the second, and he does. Makes the first. Mountain View 58, Fort Morgan 55. 35.7 seconds remaining. Second free throw is up, and that is in and out. Campa with a rebound. Fort Morgan can tie it with a three. Here comes Langford across the timeline. Timeout. 29.3 seconds to go. Now, the last two possessions have not gone well for Fort Morgan. A full timeout, and then get off a quality shot. Don't force it. You've got Langford, Marquez, and Carnes. All have nailed three-pointers in the game. Those are the guys that you want to shoot on this possession with 29.3 to go, trailing 58-55. Can the Mustangs come through on this one? Andy Schoen drawing up a play, and Fort Morgan has to run it to near perfection to get off the shot they want if they have any chance of extending their season beyond Saturday. Asturi, along with Torres, Reckhammer, Solis, and Branscombe. Mustangs still with the same starting five. Carnes to throw it in at midcourt, just beyond midcourt. Wesley Carnes gets it into Marquez. On the high right, puts up a long three. Good! Oh, it looked like a desperation three! Marquez has tied the game at 58. Holy mahungus. Now in the backcourt, you can't foul. Jump pass is taken, 14 seconds to go. In the front court, here's Asturi in the left corner with 10. Cross-court pass, and why are the Mustangs fouling? Why are you fouling? Marquez fouled with a tie game and 7.9 to go, and he's fouled out. What was that? Oh, Fernando with a critical mistake after nailing the three. He didn't know the score. Why was he doing that? I have no idea what Marquez just did after throwing up a prayer and tying the game. Nick Beltran will come in. That is a monumental mistake by Marquez with 7.9 to go. And it's a 1-and-1 here for Solis. That one is up, and he back-rimmed it, and the ball is loose. It's still loose, picked up by Asturi. Now Branscombe, right baseline. He missed it. Beltran was stripped at midcourt, and that's going to be going to overtime. The game goes into overtime. Holy mahungus. A miss there by Solis. He could have given Mountain View the lead. We are tied at 58. Oh, Fernando got away with one there, but why do you commit a foul? Wow, what a huge mistake for a great player. Let's take a 30-second break. It's a 4-minute overtime. After this, it's Fort Morgan 58, Mountain View 58 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. What a wild sequence here. Tied at 58 going into overtime. Marquez at a three-pointer inside of 20 seconds to go, and then committed a foul with 7.9. But Christian Solis missed the front end of a 1-and-1. And then the time ran out as Beltran was trying to throw up a desperation shot, but he never got it off because he was stripped at the buzzer. Beltran, Langford, Carnes, Campa, and Wheatley for Fort Morgan. Reckhammer, Solis, Asturi, Branscombe, and Noah Torres for Mountain View. A 4-minute overtime. Tip is loose. It's controlled by Langford. They're going to have to redo that. Oh, it's going to go to Mountain View. He caught his own tip. Are they going to re-jump it? They might re-jump this. They might re-jump. They're either going to re-jump or give it to Mountain View. I think it's going over to Mountain View. It is. Mountain View basketball. Or is it going to Fort Morgan now? I mean, a player for each team is standing at that end. It was caught by Langford after it was tipped, and it was loose. And I guess it's Fort Morgan basketball. That was confusing. I've watched basketball for many years, never seen anything like that. Wheatley gets it into Carnes, nearly stripped at midcourt. Carnes with the basketball into the lane. His runner's up and off the back of the rim, and no good. And the ball is loose, and there's a foul in the backcourt, I believe, on Fort Morgan. Branscombe was fouled. It'll be the 19th foul. And let's see if that is Campa's third. And Brevin Branscombe, to shoot the 1-and-1. It's the 19th foul here for Mountain View with 3:49 to go in the game, tied at 58. He spins, he shoots, and connects. Mountain View leads by a point. You're without your leading scorer, Fernando Marquez. Second free throw by Branscombe. He bends, he shoots, and that is around and good. 60-58. Beltran in the backcourt. Over to Wheatley. Wheatley crossing the timeline on the high right. Gets a pick from Campa. Picks up a dribble. Jump pass is tipped away. It's loose. Still loose and intercepted by Branscombe. The Mustangs look tired. 16 turnover on the outside right. Solis straight away to Reckhammer. Back on the high left. Here's Asturi against Beltran. Dribbling into the lane. Forcing up a shot and a foul. Oh, man, that is a bailout call. Foul is on Campa. That's going to be his fourth. Wow. That looked like a bailout. A complete bailout there. Asturi was completely out of control, and they gave basically two free throws, and the free throws in. You can't make that call. You cannot make that call. That's garbage. I mean, come on. Second free throw coming up, and Mountain View still trails by 3, but the rebound to Reckhammer. Now to Solis. Oh, that was a long rebound. Nothing Fort Morgan could do there. They blocked out. Near the timeline to Asturi. 3:17 to go. Mountain View by 3. Here's the handoff over to Solis into the paint. Jump pass, left corner, Reckhammer penetrates left baseline, and then he throws it into Jesse Campa, and the ball goes off his foot out of bounds. Campa nearly had the steal or the interception. Torres to throw it in. Torres still looking. Right baseline to Reckhammer. 15-footer is going to be short, and the ball is loose. It's rebounded on a hop by Nick Beltran. Beltran out of the pack with a basketball. Beltran all the way scoops it up, and he missed it in and out. Oh, it was halfway down, and the long baseball pass going to be saved in and out of bounds. Oh, Beltran with a tremendous move. It just didn't go down for him. Fort Morgan basketball, 61-58, 2:54 to go. Wheatley to throw it in. In the backcourt to Campa. Now to Wheatley underneath his own basket. Briggs Wheatley the point guard in this possession. Wheatley into the front court. Back out to Langford. Langford well behind the three-point line on the right side. Swings it over to Carnes. 2:39 remaining. Left side to Campa. Holding the ball up high. Campa dribbles to his right at the top. Right side to Langford. Langford right of the lane. Langford tried to force it up. Lost it. It's out of bounds. Boy, he's got to watch out. If you don't have it, take the three. And now Fajardo is into the game for Campa. And Carnes to throw it in with 2.5 to go. Fort Morgan down by 3. Beltran in the right corner. To his left. Back out to Wheatley straight away. On the left side, Fajardo. Left corner, Carnes fakes the 3. Now to Langford left side. Langford is tripped up and fouled. He's fouled by Reckhammer. 8th team foul. Now you got to hit your free throw and get a second. Reckhammer commits his third. Jackson Langford's had a huge second half. In this half, he scored 12 points, but now you got to nail the free throw to draw to within 2 if you make the first. Free throws up, and that one is good by Jackson Langford. Mountain View 61, Fort Morgan 59. Fajardo's out, and Campa back in with 4 fouls. Langford with another free throw coming up. That one's up, and that line drive is in. 61-60. 2:19 to go in the game. What a game, the greatest one of the season. Win or lose on the high right, Solis between his legs at the top. Switch it cross court to Asturi against Beltran. Left of the lane, all the way up and in. He drove by Beltran and scored. Asturi now with 5 points in the second half, 63-60. Beltran across the timeline, dribbles to his left. Beltran is going to have to fake it back out somewhere, looking low. Straight away, Carnes in the lane. Into Wheatley, he banks, and he missed it. Wheatley goes for the rebound, goes back up and scores. Wheatley scores. That's a big bucket for the Mustangs, and they trail by 1. A minute 43 to go in the game. Here's Asturi. Asturi on the high right with the basketball. Beltran picks him up near the timeline to Solis with a minute 33 remaining. Mountain View's not going to shoot. The Mustangs have committed 10 fouls, so it's a double bonus. Cross-court pass is taken by Torres. Torres jump pass near the top. Here is a jump pass, right corner for Reckheimer. Reckheimer is going to dribble to his left. No need to foul this early. Now here's Asturi, right baseline, picked up, and then the ball is stolen away. Langford steals it away. Long pass to Wheatley. Wheatley lost control, tries to save it in, does to Campa, and Campa's fouled. But that'll be the 19th foul. He's fouled by Asturi. That should foul him out. That should foul him out. That double team by Langford and Beltran created the turnover. But now you've got to make the first to earn the second. Jesse not with a lot of free throws this year. He's hopefully it's not going to show on this free throw. Asturi fouls out with 6 points. Corbin Williams is back in. A minute 10 to go in the game. Now the free throw, the 1-and-1. Coming up for Jesse Campa. Got to make it to earn the second. That's up. Good for Jesse Campa. Second free throw is upcoming for Campa to give the Mustangs the lead. That one's up, and Fort Morgan leads 64-63. Mountain View possession. Here is Christian Solis across the timeline, picked up by Wheatley. On the outside left, dribbles towards the top, right of the lane, jump pass inside, knocked away, stolen by Wheatley, getting rid of the basketball, don't get fouled, front court to Langford. Langford left corner for Beltran. Beltran maintains the dribble, looking, still looking, bounce pass left baseline for Wheatley. Wheatley gets rid of it to Beltran, timeout called by head coach Andy Schoen with 47.4 seconds to go. Both teams in the double bonus. Oh, that was a big play by the Mustangs defensively. Fort Morgan 64, Mountain View 63, 47.4 seconds to go. The Mustangs were down by 3 in overtime. They've scored the last 4 points all from the line. 2 by Langford and 2 by Jesse Campa. Clutch free throw shooting. That's something the Mustangs have not had all season. Fernando Marquez fouled out with 7.9 seconds to go, somehow either being confused by the score, thinking that maybe Fort Morgan was trailing. He fouled in a tie game, but Christian Solis missed the front end of a 1-and-1. And now the Mustangs have the ball up by 1 with 47.4 seconds to go in the game. This is Morgan County's B106 KPRB. Brush Fort Morgan. Doesn't get much better than this. Williams, Branscombe, Reckheimer, along with Solis and Noah Torres for Mountain View. Langford, Carnes, Wheatley, the inbounds passer Beltran and Campa for Fort Morgan. Beltran to throw it in. Looking, still looking. On the outside left to Langford. Langford dribbles left baseline, had the ball stripped out of bounds. It's off Campa. The Mustangs commit the turnover. Some confusion there. There was too much pressure. Fort Morgan could not control it. 43.6 seconds to go. Mountain View with a timeout. Well, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy on the road. Mountain View has really hit the boards hard. They've out-rebounded Fort Morgan by a pretty big margin. Mountain View, let's see what the turnover situation is like. Mountain View unofficially with 17, the Mustangs with 18. So check that. Mountain View with 18, and the Mustangs now with 17. So Mountain View has one more turnover, but it was 12-7 at halftime. Mountain View had 5 more turnovers. That's all unofficial. If Fort Morgan can get a stop here and then somehow convert at the line, that'll be their shot to win this game. Down by 1 is Mountain View with the basketball, though. Reckhammer's a guy to watch out for. And certainly Christian Solis, the 2 guards. Mustangs need a huge stop here defensively. Maybe a steal. Again, they don't have one of their better defensive players, Marquez, out there. Solis into the front court in the high right. 37 seconds to go against Briggs Wheatley at the top with 34. Swings it left side. Williams takes the 3, and that is no good. Beltran commits the foul on the 3. Oh, man, he commit the foul on the 3. Beltran ran right through, and Andy Schoen is hot. He doesn't like that. That might have been a bailout call there as Beltran fouls the three-point shooter. Williams to the line to give Mountain View the lead. Well, I think he just fell back. I think that's a flop. Boy, that's a killer there. Free throw by Williams is up and in, and the game is tied. Tied at 64. Critical foul there by Beltran. He jumped at the three-point shooter. Whether he fouled him or not, I don't know. Second free throw is good. 65-64, 31 and a half seconds to go. Fajardo's going to check in here momentarily. And he's in there for Campa, who's got 4 fouls. Third free throw for Corbin Williams is up, and that one is short. And Wheatley grabs the rebound. Mustangs only down by 1. 28 seconds remaining. Long pass. Beltran's pass is knocked out of bounds into the Fort Morgan bench. 24 and a half seconds to go. Beltran to throw it in. You need a bucket for the lead. Beltran looking, still looking. And there's the pass near midcourt, taken by Fajardo. Fajardo dribbles to his right. 21 seconds remaining. Now to Beltran near the top on the outside right to Langford. Langford with a move in the lane. Langford kicks it back out of the bounce. Here's Fajardo, hooks it up, and the shot is blocked out of there. And the Mustangs have to foul. There's the foul in the backcourt with 7.6 seconds to go. Branscombe with a big block. Fort Morgan still's got a shot here with 7.6 to go. There's still a shot. Foul committed by Carnes, his third. Double bonus here. Solis to shoot 2. Free throw is up, and he missed it. There is still a chance for the Mustangs to even win the game here in overtime. Solis with a second free throw is up, and that one is in and out. Now the Mustangs can win it here. 5 seconds to go. Langford with 4. Langford puts up a long one. That is no good, and that's the win there. He put it up from 3. Mountain View wins in overtime. 65-64. Oh, boy. Mountain View has taken the game in overtime. 65-64. We'll take a short break, and we'll wrap it up after this. Mountain View wins by a point on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. A heartbreaker for the Mustangs. They fall in overtime in Loveland to Mountain View, 65-64. As the post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College, here to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Certainly a classic as Jackson Langford missed a long three-pointer at the buzzer, which would have given Fort Morgan the victory. But Mountain View improves to 9-3. The Mustangs drop to 6-6. I think they're a playoff team, but it's not going to happen this year when you lose all these close games. The visiting Mustangs tonight got a special effort from several players. They got 22 points from Fernando Marquez. He fouled out. 18 from Wesley Carnes, Jackson Langford with 16, and then 2 apiece for Briggs Wheatley, Jesse Kempa, and Nick Beltran for Mountain View. They were led by Christian Solis's 19 points, 17 for Zach Reckheimer. Brevin Branscombe had 13 in the game. And then Drake Asturio fouled out with 6, 4 for Corbin Williams, and 4 for Eric Anaya. But Williams hit the go-ahead free throws when Nick Beltran fouled them on a three-pointer with 31 seconds to go. And even at that, Fort Morgan did have 2 possessions to take the lead. After that missed free throw by Williams, the second, Fort Morgan could not score. And again, after another miss, then Langford had the opportunity off the missed free throw to score at the buzzer, but that was a long shot. That would have been a heck of a shot to win the game. And the Mustangs dropped to 6-6 on the year. Back in action, second half of the doubleheader coming up on Wednesday. First game at 5 o'clock, second game at 7 o'clock against Greeley Central right here on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Final score of the girls' game tonight, it was Mountain View 50, Fort Morgan 21. And in the boys' game, the Mustangs lose in overtime to Mountain View 65-64 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.